In 2020, the #1 career advice in America was learn to code. 3 years later, IBM paused hiring for 7,800 back-office roles and said AI would absorb them. Klarna replaced 700 customer service workers with a chatbot and called it an efficiency win. Microsoft announced AI was already writing 30% of its code. The people who did what they were told are still updating their resumes. There are 6 jobs that will still be standing in 2032, and 5 of them never asked for a degree. If you think this is about robots taking over, stay with me. What comes next will change how you read every job listing you see from this point forward. Before we get to the 6, let's talk about the 3 on the other board. Coder, accountant, journalist. These were not random choices. These were the 3 careers that guidance counselors, college advisors, and LinkedIn influencers spent the last 15 years pointing people toward. Stable, future-proof. The kind of jobs that justified the debt. Here is where each one stands right now. Coding. In 2023 and 2024, IBM paused hiring for thousands of back-office roles as AI absorbed routine processing work. Microsoft publicly stated that AI is now writing 30% of its code. Goldman Sachs hired what it called its first AI engineer. The entry-level developer role, the one that was supposed to be the on-ramp to a 6-figure career, is the role getting compressed fastest. Companies are not eliminating senior engineers with deep system design judgment. They are eliminating the apprenticeship layer. The junior positions, the ones young people spent 4 years and $40,000 preparing for. University of Pennsylvania researchers analyzed over 1,000 occupations against the capabilities of large language models and gave software developers a 9 out of 10 on AI exposure. That number was published in the journal Science. Accounting. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects that bookkeeping, accounting, and auditing clerks will decline 6% by 2034. The Brookings Institution named accountants among the occupations with the highest AI exposure of any field they measured. The Carpathy Exposure Index gives accountants an 8 out of 10. Here's the part that trips people up. The BLS simultaneously projects that senior accountants and auditors will grow 5%. That sounds like good news until you read the fine print. Growth in the senior layer while the entry layer shrinks means the pipeline closes. If there are no junior accountants coming up, the credential eventually hollows out. The profession survives for people already in it at the top. It does not survive as an entry point. Journalism. The BLS projects the entire category of news analysts, reporters, and journalists will decline 4% through 2034. But the BLS number understates what is actually happening at the entry level. Basic copywriting, SEO content, product descriptions, social media drafts. These were the jobs that trained the journalists of the previous generation. They are already being handled by AI at a fraction of the cost. Duolingo cut 10% of its contractor workforce in January 2024 and explicitly cited AI content creation as the reason. The jobs that used to be the bottom rung of a writing career are gone. The ladder is missing its first 3 steps. Now here are the 6 that survive. Number 1. Wind turbine technician. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects 50% growth in this field between 2024 and 2034. That is not the fastest growth in a category. That is the fastest growth of any occupation in the entire United States economy. Median pay, $62,580. No 4-year degree. A certificate program, some climbing training, and you are employed in a field that AI cannot touch because the work happens 200 feet off the ground on machinery that breaks in ways no algorithm has learned to predict yet. While the guidance counselor was steering kids toward coding boot camps, this field was quietly building a shortage it still cannot fill. Number 2. Solar photovoltaic installer. 42% projected growth through 2034. Second only to wind techs. Median $51,860. High school diploma, on-the-job training, in some states a license. The physical presence requirement is not a limitation here, it is the protection. You cannot send software up a roof. You cannot patch a panel array remotely when the connection fails. The job exists because the work cannot be digitized, and the demand for it is growing faster than the industry can hire. Number 3. Electrician. 9% projected growth. Median pay, $65,280. But the real story is not the median, it is the ceiling. The top 10% of electricians in the United States earn over $100,000 a year, no student debt, a 4 to 5 year apprenticeship where you are paid while you train, the current surge in data centers, EV charging infrastructure, and solar installations has created a demand for licensed electricians that is outpacing supply in almost every major market. The grid is being rebuilt. The people rebuilding it need to be there in person. 3 down, 3 to go. And number 4 is the one that surprises people most, because it does require a degree, but it survives for a reason that has nothing to do with credentials. Number 4, nurse practitioner, 40% projected growth. Median salary, $129,210. This one requires a master's degree, but it survives for a reason the degree has nothing to do with. The comment section under a recent podcast watched by 20 million people had a hospice nurse who wrote 8 words. No machine can care for a dying person. She is right. The BLS projects the elderly population in the United States will grow from 59 million in 2024 to 72 million by 2034. Every one of those additional 13 million people will need physical licensed human care at some point. AI cannot provide it. The liability alone makes that impossible. A mental health comment section on the same subject had a worker who described deploying an AI agent to answer intake calls when all staff were busy. 1 in 10 callers actually used it. The rest yelled, repeated the word person over and over, and hung up. People in crisis do not want a system. They want a human. That preference is not going away. Number 5, plumber, 4% projected growth. Median $65,190. Top 10%, over $103,000. The joke about the plumber who earns more than the lawyer has been making rounds since the 1980s. It stopped being a joke. A master plumber with their own business in a mid-size American city is, by any reasonable measure, doing better financially than the paralegal whose document review tasks are now being handled by AI at a fraction of the cost. Goldman Sachs put legal services at 44% task exposure to AI automation. Construction and skilled trades came in at 6%. The gap between those two numbers is the gap between a safe career and a vulnerable one. I know what some of you are thinking right now. These are fallback jobs. These are what you do when the real plan doesn't work out. That thinking is exactly what got a generation of workers into trouble. Sit with that. The real plan told people to go into financial analysis. Goldman Sachs projects AI will automate 37% of tasks in financial operations. The real plan said, go into content and marketing, copywriting, communications coordination, content strategy. All at or near the top of every AI exposure index published in the last 2 years. The real plan said, get a coding job. Microsoft already announced AI writes 30% of its code. Entry-level engineers handle precisely the tasks AI has gotten good at first. Number 6. Information security analyst. 29% projected growth. Median, $124,910. This one requires a degree in most pathways, but it makes the list for a different reason than the others. Every system that gets automated becomes a target. Every company that moves to AI infrastructure creates new vulnerabilities that need human judgment to find and close. The demand for this role grows in direct proportion to the adoption of the technology that is eliminating other jobs. It is the one career that benefits from the same force threatening everyone else. Challenger Gray & Christmas has tracked more than 71,800 announced job cuts in the United States attributed specifically to AI since 2023. every one of those companies now has a larger attack surface than it did before the cuts. Someone has to monitor it. Here is what all 6 of these have in common: physical presence, licensed judgment, or structural necessity. Those are the 3 tests. If the job requires you to be there in a body, or requires a license that puts a human legally on the hook, or benefits directly from the spread of automation, it survives. Everything else is already on a timeline. The Challenger report covers cuts that already happened, in roles that were supposed to be safe, in companies that were held up as examples of stable employment a decade ago. IBM paused hiring for nearly 8,000 positions. Klarna cut 700 customer service workers, publicly called it a success, then started rehiring humans 18 months later when customer satisfaction collapsed. The CEO said, and this is a direct quote, "Cost unfortunately seems to have been a too predominant evaluation factor. What you end up having is lower quality. The experiment ran, the results are in." The companies that bet everything on AI replacement are now rebuilding with hybrid models that cost nearly as much as the original team. But the workers who were let go in the meantime lost 18 months of income and career momentum they are not getting back. The system told you what was safe. It was working from a list that expired. This is the updated one. 5 of the 6 jobs on it do not require a 4-year degree. The 2 that do, nurse practitioner and information security analyst, survive not because of the credential, but because of what the credential licenses you to do that software legally cannot. That distinction matters. It is the difference between a degree that protects you and a degree that just costs you. If you watched one of these disappear, if you were in a role that got automated, or you know someone who was, name it in the comments. Someone needs to see it written down. And if this showed you something the Career Guide never did, subscribe. New video every week.